Welcome back, people, to another episode of Gym Guys podcast. I am Coach By Rory. And who do we have here?
I go by the name of Steph,
AKA
PUMPVISION. And remember, it's hard at the top. He's going to find out.
Why?
Oh, you forgot. Basically, we have a forfeit. What's the forfeit? Or why do we have a forfeit?
From last episode.
Yeah. But just so they know, why do we have to do forfeits?
If you swear on camera, you have to do a forfeit, 1 round per swear word of whatever the other person wants you to do. What are you making me do, bro?
All right, let's get straight to it.
It's going to be nuts.
I'm not going to make it too crazy.
Do I have to move?
Yes. So this forfeit, guys, is all based on triceps. All he's going to do, he's going to do close grip push-ups in the middle. We're going to look for 20.
That close grip?
Just like
I thought that was shoulder grip. You mean diamonds?
So you can either do diamonds or close grip.
Okay.
However you engage with them the best,
Okay.
as long as you're focused on the tricep. Then he's going to go into some elevated box dips. Feet on the box. Try to get your elbow at a right angle and squeeze. 20.
20.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get out a shot so you can see him go to work.
You can stand here.
All right, let's go, champ.
How many?
20. Yeah, just like that. We're going to put the mad soundtrack over this part.
I'm just going to time lapse it. How many?
16, 17, 18, 19. Like that.
Ridiculous. I hope you swear. I got something spicy for you.
Whoa. Naturally, if I have to swear. Looking good though. 10, 11. Light work. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
20. Relax. Relax. Absolutely ridiculous. All for 1 word.
Look how quick that was.
Never worth it.
What are you saying, 40 seconds?
Never worth it.
All right, wicked. What are we chatting about today? And let him get his breath back.
What am I chatting about today? Let's go. What makes a good personal trainer? And this is going to be a long
That is a touchy
conversation. So, what makes a good personal trainer to you?
Okay, wait. We're going to have to split it up because are we talking to people looking for a personal trainer or are we talking to personal trainers? Shall we talk to PTs first, then people?
Nah, people than PTs.
Cool. So, good personal trainer for people, what you should be looking for.
So, I walk into the gym tomorrow. You're at reception or you're around the gym, wherever you are.
Yep.
I ask you, I'm looking for a personal trainer. You're fully booked.
Yep.
You can't take on anyone at the minute. What do you prescribe to them to look for in a PT?
Okay. First thing I tell someone is to have some type of consultation with a PT where they are looking for what your needs are. And they're looking to see if they can actually help you. Because everyone can't help everyone. Like that's just life. Like you might be postnatal or you might have had a car accident, and a PT with no experience dealing with those types of things probably wouldn't be the best person for you. But most PTs are just trying to get a quick buck and will tell you what they think you want to hear.
95% of PTs cannot say no.
Yeah, because they're more money focused rather than
Results and performance and what they're actually good at.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to a doctor about your teeth. You'd go to a dentist.
Exactly.
Yes, they're all doctors at the end of the day, but they're specific in their field.
Facts. And
But how does a regular Joe, i.e. a brand new gym goer, know the difference?
signs. What signs should you be looking out for? Needs analysis. Lots of PTs don't do needs analysis. Needs analysis is what I was talking about, seeing what you actually need, whether that's through a questionnaire. You should be looking for some type of fact finding from this PT in your initial engagement. Are they taking notes when they speak to you? Are they probing? Are they asking you deeper questions about the information you're giving to them? These are sure signs early on that they're either very attentive or, you know, surface level PTs. You want to avoid, another sign you should be looking for as well is in your comp session, because most times initially you'll get a comp session. You'll have two types of PTs. One's trying to work you out, just put you through the most grueling workout, see what level you're at. These type of terms you'll hear a lot. That's obviously,
they're brand new PTs to me.
yeah, because that's counterproductive.
They don't understand.
They'll probably make you so sore that you probably can't train for 4 or 5 days after.
Which doesn't make sense because they're not kind of come back in.
Especially if you're new.
Yeah.
Because no one knows what that pain is like at the start.
Yeah, it's like you've done something to me. Pain.
Yeah.
That's what they think.
They're gonna think they're injured.
Unless you prep them prior and say, look, no matter what we do here, you're gonna feel some soreness because you've not done nothing.
Yeah.
No matter how light we go, it's just your body reacting to the movements that are happening. We could use no weight and you'll still feel this.
Facts.
So majority of the time, if you're in a comp session, unless you've touched the weight before, you shouldn't be touching a weight in that session. TRX, body weight stuff, just simple movement planes. That's all you should be doing, and that's just my.
Well, you just said a key thing there: the movement planes. The PT don't know how you move. How they're gonna get you to then do compounds where you got to use multiple muscles.
It's like I said, we're talking from a people's point of view right now. When we go to the other point of view, I got the smoke.
Okay, so
but from a people's point of view, I'm either talking from my side on what I do or what should be done. As you said, needs analysis in form of questionnaire, whatever it may be. As people need to understand, PTs run their own business.
Yeah.
So time is a difficult thing to give up. But what a PT should have as a standard is a questionnaire for you to fill out. You need to put as much detail as you can. That gives them, when they go down to read it, if they don't have, let's say you want the best PT, majority of the time the best PT is busy. They should be anyway. Now, if they are, the questionnaire is key in the first step. It's not the final step. It should be, okay, you've got this, this, and this, and you want to achieve this, this, and that, but this doesn't work with that. They should come back to you, whether it's email, text, whatever you've opted for as your line of communication, phone call, whatever it may be, that they then repeat this, or they dig deeper into whatever you've said. If you have nothing wrong with you or no issues or nothing, they should still be trying to dig deeper, because most of the time people lie. Yeah. They hold back information, and then when something goes wrong, that's the thing that they held back on, and then there's a problem. You didn't give that information up, so how is they supposed to know? But they should have dig deeper and not been naive to accept everything you said on face value. We don't know each other.
Yeah.
I'm not going to trust you.
Stranger.
Yeah, I'm not going to trust you to give me all the information because you don't know me and I don't know you. What people should do is be as upfront and open as possible. Now, I get it. It's your personal information. But if that information comes out, they have a data protection. They have to stick to it. They cannot give up your information freely. So you have that safety of that information shouldn't go anywhere. If it does, you can act upon it. It's as simple as that. Contact your gym manager and they will deal with it accordingly.
Yeah, you can pretty much sue.
Yeah. What else should a person coming in the gym look for in a PT? So you've gone through that side.
Okay.
If you walked in, bear in mind, all right, you've gone in a gym tour. You've not spoken to anyone about PT. You are just observing. All the PTs are out. Yeah, all the PTs are out at this night.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
So I'm looking for, well, first of all, I need to know why I need a PT. If I need a PT because I can't motivate myself, I'm looking for the person that visibly looks like they could motivate me, whether that be through how they're coaching their clients or how they look in terms of fitness. If it's someone that looks how I want to look, then maybe pressure from that person.
Or if it's male or female.
Or even if it's just someone that's fit.
Okay.
Then it kind of gives me it gives them a bit of validity. Like if they can do it for themselves, I'll be more inclined to listen to what that person has to say, rather than someone that's, let's say, unfit and doesn't look the part, telling me what to do. I'll be more inclined to not listen to that person because it's not going to make sense.
When we go to the PT side, remind me of that bit. That
Okay.
PT is looking unfit and all of that stuff. Remind me of that.
That's a big
I have an analogy on it, but I won't do it on this side. All right, so that person's looked around, saw whatever they've seen. They join up, but they still don't know.
Okay.
Now, I would always say go to a couple classes that are PT taught.
Okay.
Build your rapport there. See what that person's like. You're more likely to gain confidence with that trainer in a class setting. You can then see what they are like with other people when it's free, when it doesn't cost anything. You can tell a lot about someone when there's no money involved.
That is a great point, because a lot of people will go to classes before they go and do their own thing.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's a very good point.
If we're teaching a class and we're being super helpful and there's no money involved, you just know that that person cares about fitness.
Yeah.
That's it. That is the bottom line of it. It's like going to a restaurant and you disrespecting the waiter. You can tell what they're morally about in that setting. So if you're now looking at it to depart with whatever money it's going to cost, you now know you're probably in safe hands.
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
For sure.
If your goals don't align with them, then that's different. You can then ask them, because you now know that they're probably going to put you in the right direction based on their bare minimum care for fitness. Care is a massive thing you need to look for, not someone that's financially motivated.
Yeah.
Like, we'll touch base on, I keep saying, because the majority of this is PT aimed at this conversation that I've got anyway.
Pet peeves.
Yeah, but you need to find a trainer that cares, that doesn't care about the time that they give you, doesn't care about the money that you may or may not have. You just need someone that at the end of the day has your well-being at heart.
Facts.
Now, one of the biggest things you'll find with trainers is they won't share. They're scared.
Share clients? Or?
So, like I say, I've got a client. They've run into a problem in that time, but they've been my client. I only specialize in Olympic lifting, whatever it may be, but they've run into a knee injury.
Yep.
But you specialize in knee rehabilitation. They're not trying to give you that person, because you can do the.
Then you know what that PT's like.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, so you should your care should always be at the top. If there's a trainer that can help you for 5-6 weeks, you shouldn't see me for 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
I should make it clear that, look, for the next 5-6 weeks, I know you can't afford both of us. My sessions will drop down. You need to get that sorted, because all this is going to do is hinder you, and you're not going to be able to see me anyway. So you might as well go there, get it sorted, come back. What that does is builds real trust between you and your client. That breeds longevity. Longevity, you can get rid of a couple of £100 for grands in the long run.
That's true.
Realistically, you now have a stronger referee to your business than you did before. Now, what does that do with the other trainer? If they're built the same way, they might not be. They might send someone your way. They might even cut the cost with you, because it's money they never had before. It just depends. But that also says to you about the other trainer, where their kind of morals lie.
That's true.
Because if I had something where I never had that client, it was one of the other PT's clients, and I could help them, I'd break you off some money just to hold you for bringing them my way. I know it's not a long time, you take it back. Simple, yeah, it's simple as that. Like, and that's that. But care is the highest thing, I think. I think care trumps knowledge.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because knowledge can be gained.
That's right. Someone that cares will find out how to help.
100%. 100%.
As long as they're being honest with you as possible.
Yeah, from the start.
Expectations and things like that, then you're good.
I have a lot of clients that have like a lot of different mental health issues across the spectrum, from childhood abuse, which has caused effects, to adult abuse, to food issues, to confidence, anxiety, all like sporadic range of things. I am no expert in none of these things, but I can listen. I can give you a level kind of headed viewpoint of whatever it is you're going through. I can emphasize with you. I will never give you sympathy.
Empathize.
Yeah, but I can emphasize my empathy.
Jeez.
A lot of EMPs. But I can do all of that and come down to a level where it's not about the training anymore. The training don't matter. If your head's not right, this stuff's not going to work. Yeah. You need to be invested in this as much as you're invested in your problems, because that's the problem. People over-invest in their problems and under-invest in what's going to help them through their problems.
Yeah, it's the anxieties.
Yeah, so the level of care you need to give is sometimes just listening. A lot of the time, they just want to chat.
Facts.
Because they see you for an hour, they chat and they roll.
Yeah.
That's it.
And feel better for
Yeah.
them.
And they don't need to chat to anyone else in their immediate circle.
Yeah.
They've offloaded.
No judgment.
Yeah. And then they're gone again. Now, as a PT, you need to be able to not onboard this information. This information needs to hit your pockets, stay there, zip it up, take your shorts off and put them in your locker. Till the next time you see them. You cannot take that stuff home. It's simple as that. Because
obviously remember important things, but
yeah, but there's a difference between storing memory and letting it infiltrate your system. Yeah, like that. If it infiltrates your hardware and your software, you're finished, because it's a lot of things to take on other people's problems.
That's true. And
then you see 5-6 people a day, you've got 5-6 people's problems, you have your own life. So you just need to be careful with if you can't care without investing, slow down.
Yeah.
Like slow down, because
communicate.
Yeah, just say, look, I get you have your issues at the minute, but I can't, like it's what you're going through is quite serious. I can't take all of this on. Let's focus. What we'll do is we'll focus on the training part for the next half an hour, see where you're at, and then we'll touch base on it again. Because sometimes I need a release. And as the person, they should respect that.
They will.
They should. Some might not. Some might get offended by it, but that's the level of communication you need to start from the beginning.
From the start, you need to set the expectation of what you can offer, how you can help. This is what I was saying. This is what you should do after your questionnaire. You should go through the questions with them, analyze everything as deeply as you can, because the more you know about this person and why they want to embark on this journey, the better you can help them or not help them.
Perfect example. About 3 weeks ago in the gym, someone came toward them, asked about PT, said, yeah, cool, I can help you out. What they wanted to do, lose weight, tone up, the usual. Mm-hmm. Said, I've just been going through like a lot of stuff. I've got a therapist, all of this stuff. Cool. I was like, all right, come in, join up, go online, join up, come in. We'll have a sit down and chat. Sent her my form, she filled it out, saw all the stuff. I was like, okay, it's not, nothing major from the form, but it's major to her. Cool. She came in, I said, look, we'll have our chat. We'll take it off the gym floor. What you've gone through, you don't need to chat on the gym floor. We'll chat in the consultation room. I literally said, she was like, I've had a PT before, but it was too intense with all the stuff going on in my head. I just said, literally all I said was, think of a safe word. Just come over. She goes, why? I goes, the moment you say it, we just walk away. We leave the scenario.
Regroup.
We regroup, we come back. Simple as that. She went, oh my God, like I've never had this before. I was like, you're not my first, you won't be my last. So just come up with a safe word and that's it. So he was on the gym floor. Within 15 minutes, as soon as her heart rate gets up, anxiety kicks in.
Okay.
That's it. So no matter what she does, it's not an exercise that triggers or anything. No matter what she does.
It's more the feeling that the
safe word was hit. We just dispersed.
Yes.
I didn't
if you never said that, you might never have known that was happening.
Because you can tell when it's too late.
Yeah.
And then it's like they're hyperventilating and then everything stops. And then it's a fail safe, you pass out. And then it's like you either go into like shock and all that stuff. It's best to avoid all of that. Build that comfort of the safe word is okay to say.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like it's a safe word. I don't judge, we're good. And from that moment, she converted. And it's just simple things like that build trust. Remember, these are brand new people to you.
Well, it's only a PT that cares.
I don't even think it's a PT. It's just a human that cares.
A human, yeah.
Like same thing. If you come to one of our classes, and I can see something, I'll chat to you afterwards. Like everything good. If you say it, you say it. I won't delve too much. If you don't want to say, you don't want to say. But if you do come back with something, that will always be. I will always check in with you every time I see you. Resolve that stuff? No, going for it. Cool. All right, cool. We'll attack it next week.
Yeah, that's it.
As simple as that. But as a person coming into the gym, I would say don't always go for the busiest person. don't ever go for the cheapest person. Price should not be a thing that stops you from getting a trainer, because value is everything. You don't quibble when you go to restaurants. You either can't afford it, which is fine. Go get some knowledge. Go to the best classes that are equipped for your goals. We will touch on classes in another episode, but go to classes that are best equipped for your goals. Liaise with the class teachers. See what they know, who they think is the best PT for them, and then look at your finances.
Exactly, because it's not really a can't afford.
Once a week, everyone can afford.
And then you might not be able to afford it right now, but it could be something you plan to afford in a month or so. You could save up for it,
and it doesn't need to be bank breaking.
No.
Once a week, with a steady program to follow, with the motivation from yourself. So if you haven't got the funds to back it up, you need to have the motivation to back it up. You can't have neither.
Have your why.
Yeah.
Why do you want this? That's what you need to have as your trigger when stuff gets hard. And when you can't motivate yourself to go to the gym, you need to have a why. Otherwise, it's going to always be short-lived every time. Like 100%. Yo-yo dieting.
100%. See, I don't want to touch on this too heavy, but yo-yo dieting is okay when it's caloried in the week. So you yo-yo in the week. I get what you mean by yo-yo dieting, as in you go from this to this to this to this. But if you're yo-yoing in the week, so I do a couple of clients that I got them yo-yo in a week. So they'll have their, let's say, 2,500 calories per day. Mm-hmm. But some days they are doing strenuous exercise. Okay. So they might do 2.8. So that 300 that's been added there comes off another day where they're not. So they're still hitting the same amount of calories, but they're yo-yoing through the week.
I didn't mean that.
You just meant...
I meant like keto, vegan, Atkins.
Trying to find one that fits that.
Not understanding that your body plateaus regardless, and you're always going to lose weight to a certain point regardless.
Yep.
And even the funniest thing, in a normal, let's say a normal diet, you tailored your client's existing diet and you made it, let's say, focused on weight loss. Let's say your client's hitting that plan for 4 or 5 weeks and they've been dropping weight consistently for 4 or 5 weeks, and then it stops.
It's going to.
They're going to panic usually. The typical person just starts eating less, and spiraling. What you should do at that point is actually eat more. Because what's happened, your metabolism's plateaued, and it's going to start holding on to weight because you're under eating already. You're already eating not enough for what you're doing. So you have to eat a bit more to kick it back into action again and give your body what it actually needs. That's what's happening.
And we'll touch on all of this on the nutrition episode when it gets done, because there's a lot to unpack, and I ain't talking shopping. Right, let's do them other guys and girls. Where do we start? Should we do pet peeves?
Let's see if we can reel off a few.
All right, my biggest pet peeve is PTs undercutting other PTs on price.
Oh my God.
Now, moves
from the client, it's all about the pockets.
You have if you work in a gym or you work in a studio, wherever you work, if you view yourself, because remember the question was what makes a good PT?
Yeah.
You view yourself as a good PT. In London, I think the average price, like the bare minimum price, no matter if you're on a bulk pack or not, unless if you're somewhere that you pay rent.
Yeah.
If you're somewhere that you pay rent, and I make this clear, unless you own it yourself, you do what you want. If you own the establishment, you do what you want. But if you pay rent, because this is a key thing, because you have to pay rent.
Exactly.
Undercutting yourself doesn't help you pay rent any quicker. So if you pay rent, the minimum you should be charging is £50.
Oh yeah.
Minimum. Now, this is from a PT's point of view. Let's say I charge £60 for one-off sessions, but I charge £50 for bulk packages. So wherever you buy, it's going to £50 no matter what.
Yeah.
If you come and charge £40, what does that do to the market? And people will start getting wind of this. So I've got a client, I'm charging £80 an hour. there's no specialist kind of exercise that we're doing or reason why we're training. They're just training, but they hear you're doing 40 for the same thing. What does that do to the market?
Confuses the market because people typically don't know what they should be paying. So then when that happens, that could mess everything up. That
100%.
person can just tell everyone in the office, you could start getting, well, all the people that charge a bit more could start getting labeled as money hungry, let's say.
And that's not necessarily the case. That could be you're after a specialist. So there's certain things I specialize in that I charge more for. Simple as, because the time it takes, the planning, prepping, getting all that stuff, it's not just something that you come in the gym and we're just doing a workout.
Exactly.
That stuff I can do with my eyes closed. If you say, I want to train legs and run, I can do it with my eyes closed. I don't even have to think about it. Exactly. I still plan it, but I don't have to think about it as much. Where there's certain things, like lower back management, diabetes management, I have to sit there and go through a lot of things with you, go back. So before we don't start probably a week before. So the first time I meet you, we do a mini session and I don't see you for a week because I need to go and plan this thing ahead. That's why it costs more. Yeah. So if you've got someone undercutting by 30, 40%, it distorts the market because one, they don't know why you're charging it. They should do, but they don't care. The moment you hear, I've got a personal trainer and my charge is 40 and mine charge is 80, you've just heard 40 and 80.
Numbers.
Yeah, that's it. And that doesn't give the full story. Now, for the PTs that do undercharge, stop doing it. It's simple. Stop doing it. It's not cool.
It's weak.
Yeah, you don't believe in your own juice and your sauce. You don't believe in it. You don't believe in your package as a PT.
Well, it's like the yo-yo diets. It's not going to last. It's just not going to last, bro.
Now, let me be, devil's advocate. I have my own space, fully kitted gym, own space. I can charge what I want. I could charge £10 a session if I wanted to. Yeah, because I don't have no rent to pay.
Against you.
Yeah, there's nothing around me other than a gym. I'm not competing against the gym. I'm a personal trainer with my own private space. So I can charge whatever I want because I'm not undercutting anyone in that environment. I am the market there.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But the moment I step into a gym, this is the other thing. But this is mentality. I've stepped into a gym. If you're charging 80, bro, I'm charging 80. I don't care because this is not me talking about. This is not me talking about you to you directly. If you charge 80 as a PT, your PTA, whatever your name is, PTA charging 80. I'm charging 80 as a minimum because I place myself at least on their level, if not higher, and I don't care. I will never do any less than that.
I guess the question is, if you don't place yourself on that level, then why are you there?
A lot of PTs don't.
They don't. No, of
they
course
don't.
Not.
And as I said, they don't believe in their type of training. The other pet peeve. Yeah, because the other pet peeve, it ties in the man that just blueprint all your workouts and then deliver it. I hate it.
And this has happened to me specifically. I've seen this many times. If you watch this, you know who you are.
I don't know who he's pointing at, but the camera's
you know
hurting.
who you
the camera's
are.
hurting.
My God. They don't know why you done the exercise. They don't know nothing about the exercise.
What's that saying?
They just seen it and that's it.
What's that saying about flattery?
I don't know. I'm not good at this.
Like jealousy comes in the form of
jealousy is a form of flattery.
Yes, but they're flattering you by copying your thing, but it's like I don't get, like, you as a PT, you've got your client. No one's trying to touch your client here. You don't need to come and do what I do. So, or what Steph does, whatever it is, you just need to deliver what you need to do for your client. If you don't have the exercise knowledge base, go back and learn.
I clock what it might be though. Guys are getting triggered because guys are working out in the gym. Their clients are like, oh, what's that? Yeah. What are they doing? That looks so much fun.
Don't worry, I'll bring that in next week. Have to go download it, little app store. That's what they do. So they'll I've seen it. They'll watch me work out, and then I know for a fact this exercise has not been in their routine ever. No. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, the client's doing it. What? This isn't you.
It's not you. You don't even know how to teach it.
Stick to what you do, and it's fine. Like, don't get me wrong. If you come and chat to me and say, "Oh, that exercise looked good," thinking about implementing it, I'd respect it more.
Yeah,
because you've shown the respect to say, "Oh, that's cool." But if you're just taking it barefaced and then doing it, my respect for you drops. Because it's like I'm humble in some things, and I'm not humble in other things. If I see something you do and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool," like show me that, I'll ask you. I'm humble enough to ask you. I'm humble enough to tell people they're better than me at X, Y, and Z. There's no shame in my game. Like, I'm humble enough, but some people aren't humble enough to say it the other way, which is mad to me.
We all know one.
Yeah, everyone knows
two.
one. But the copying thing is wild to me. I can't fathom it at all.
No, you know what? It's ego as well. It's a bit of ego. It's a bit.
It's a lot of ego.
It's a lot of stuff going on there. It's someone that's not secure. So all you guys are not secure.
But if you're charging a low rate, you're not secure.
That's true.
And what you'll find is over the period of time, you're just dropping. You have nowhere to go. Now, if you're charging, let's say the upper end. So I know some PTs in central London, like W1, charge 120 an hour. Like,
sounds about right.
In a proper PT studio gym built for PTs. 120 an hour, but they have the clientele for that, which is fine. I've seen trainers in, say, commercial gyms, like your 24-hour gyms, your low budget gyms, have to charge 30. You charge to your market, which is fine. But if you're in a gym where PTs can charge 60, 70, 80, why are you charging 40?
That should, first of all, that should never happen, because there should be like a market correction. Yeah, market cap. There should be.
But what you then find is, let's say I'm charging 80, 70, 60. I have the room to drop to 50.
Yeah.
I have that luxury. If you're at 40 and you're dropping to 25, you're teaching a class, bro. You're teaching a class.
You're done.
Like, your hour becomes, don't get me wrong, in any field of work, £25 an hour is a great return. But in the field of work where you should be charging more based on the education you have, the experience, it should reflect in your price.
And all the stuff that goes on outside of that hour.
Yeah.
Let's say.
You wouldn't go to a private doctor and question their price. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Simple as that. This is the price. You don't want it. You don't have to take it. It's not by force. So as a PT, stop doing that. Do you have any other pet peeves?
Yeah.
We're gonna be here a while.
Several. One that I want to get at, which is maybe it's a me thing, but the PTs that don't look like PTs, I don't understand. Like, what? Like, I get it. I get that, you know, you might have all the knowledge, you might know exactly how to help people, and that's fine. Like, you're right. I just don't agree with someone telling me what to do that doesn't also do that. Or trying to motivate me in a way that they can't motivate themselves.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
Does a mechanic drive a Ferrari?
No, but he might have worked on one.
Okay, but he don't have one. So you can know how to fix it and do everything with it, but not have it. See my point? You can have the knowledge.
That's different because that's external. You are you.
But that's external. But that's the external.
But like a mechanic might not be able to afford a Ferrari, so that's why you can't have it. But you can afford to work on yourself. That's a choice.
I hear that. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I've seen plenty of overweight PTs that are not powerlifters.
Yeah.
You can be overweight, be a powerlifter.
And I'm
be a sumo wrestler.
A motivational aspect. It's like I can't connect with it.
I hear it. I fully respect it.
Like, imagine there's you're squatting, you're trying to hit a PB. Yeah, there's like four different people around. Out of those 4 different people, maybe one might be able to get you like past your PB, but most people won't be able to. And there'll be a reason. There'll be something that guy has that is making him be influential towards you. Whether that's he does it or I don't know. He might have something you aspire to have too. But if it's someone that has nothing nothing you want, like the only thing they could do is scare you into, like, what could they do? Like, how could they get you there?
I get it.
Unless they're like a psychologist or something, and they might have like
Mental triggers.
tactics.
Yeah. I get it. Like, not, you should look the part.
For me.
But body composition comes different. So you looking the part is beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
That's true.
So everyone's looking the part is different.
I agree.
Every PT suffers from body dysmorphia. Everybody suffers from body dysmorphia. It's just certain levels are different, but we all have it. So you're very vascular in terms of you're very like chiseled down to where I'm not. But when it comes to lifting stuff, I'm up there with lifting stuff, but I'm not chiseled. So you might look the part to someone like crazily, and then you might look like, oh, that's a bit too much to someone else. Whereas I might look the part to someone, and I might not look the part at all to someone else.
That's true.
So it's a fine line. If you're,
it's the application, because we are
but they see us working out.
Yeah.
We put in work differently. You do different things. I do different things.
Especially if you're a gym PT.
Yeah, you've got to be seen.
Your client should be seeing you training.
Yeah, like even if they see it on Instagram or whatever, they've got to see that you do, and you should never give your client something you can't do yourself.
Oh yeah.
It's bare minimum, because you should be able to demonstrate it flawlessly as a bare minimum. Any other pet peeves?
Okay, so it's gonna be the look again, but it's a different. So tidiness, like neatness, like being approachable, being
tidiness and neatness. But
you know, like, okay, any business you go in and staff wear uniform, right?
Yeah.
That's for a reason. There's a reason behind that.
Yeah.
You get it? Like, when people, if you're a PT and you don't have a PT uniform, let's say,
you just look
even
like,
if it's your own uniform, it could be, you could always wear a night drop, or you could always wear, you can just
consistency.
Yeah, have some consistency around, so people can separate work from non-work, professionalism from chilling, and friendship, and you know what I mean. That's a big pet peeve for me. Like, I see that a lot. Like, every gym I go to.
Is that coming from someone who's,
I know what you're gonna say,
PT manager?
No.
Or is this just
that used to upset me before, because I felt like it represented everyone who worked in that establishment, even though it doesn't. But if you're a newbie to the gym, and your first interaction with a PT is with that PT, your perspective of PTs
is down.
Is going to affect me now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I hate that.
As someone that's managed gyms, whatever, I find it disrespectful.
Yeah,
I find it utterly disrespectful, and you take no pride in your work.
Yeah.
Because I've seen PTs train and then deliver their session with someone in the same outfit, the same sweaty top they're
getting their breath back.
Yeah, like
it's mad.
It's like, go and put your uniform top on at least. Like, separate yourself from civilians to PT. You was a civilian when you was training. Now you're not training anymore. You're delivering something. Put your uniform. It's a bare minimum requirement. It's not difficult. It seriously isn't difficult.
That's probably why it's so annoying.
Yeah, but it's just disrespectful. I can't lie to you. It's just disrespectful. It's as simple as that. If you forget your name badge, cool. But you've got the rest of your uniform. People know who you are. You are in the gym. You're an Avenger. Yeah. Have your uniform on. Thor don't roll out without his cape and his hammer.
You get it?
It's simple as that. You got to know your audience, and you got to know that your audience needs to know who you are, especially the audience you haven't even sold to yet.
That's the thing.
That's your biggest market. Is every time you are training someone, you are on show. You're auditioning for someone else. But if you're looking scruffy and not like the others, it's not a good look overall. So yeah, I know, 100% agree with that. But I just find it very disrespectful. Anything else?
I was gonna say, all you PTs are getting bare gems to make yourself the best version of a PT. So I'm not sure if we want to reveal all of the secrets.
Trying to think, do I have any more?
Oh, I got more.
Oh no, you know what? As a PT,
Yeah.
I get it. You're self-employed. You're better than others in your head. You're not really. You're just another human being in a work environment. This is your environment that you work in, whatever the establishment is. Put your stuff away.
Oh my God.
It's not hard. Put your stuff away. It's simple. You use it, put it away. Or by the end of that session, you put it away. Factor it in as a workout that your client puts it away. If you don't want to, it's not difficult. Just put the stuff away and everyone's life is easier, because when you go to want to use something, if you're setting the tone and putting stuff away, others will follow. Now, if there's the stuff you want to use and it's on the floor, oh, you don't know if someone's using it or not, because they see you leaving stuff out. So they're just going to do as you do because you're staff in their eyes. They don't care if you're self-employed. They don't know if you're self-employed. You wearing a uniform, or you should be, and if you're not, they'll just say, oh, he won't wear a uniform, but I know his stuff and he left it out, so I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
Tell him something before you tell me.
You're molding the gym etiquette.
Yeah.
Imagine he's in a restaurant and the waiter just kept leaving all the empty plates on your table after you finished with them.
Yeah,
Every time you order a new dish, there's no space.
It's there.
And no one's taking any plates. That's what guys do in the gym.
Yeah, it's not cool. You're not any better than anyone in the gym. Let's get this right. Don't care if you get £60 an hour versus the man that's getting £9 an hour. It don't make you any better.
Not at all.
If anything, it makes you worse than me. And not that I held any weight in this conversation, but you're a piece of shit. Done it again. Yes, you're that, and that's my stance on it. I don't care.
No, I agree. I think this has rolled on nicely into what I believe our next topic is going to be.
What, next week?
But it depends on what the people want.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Put anything, topics you want us to discuss about. No topic is off topic in the gym environment, fitness world. Whatever you fancy, however you want it, we'll deliver it. You know the vibes.
Facts.
And on that note, we're out. Peace.
Peace, peeps.